Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia, and if you're new to the channel, this is the Tarot Tuesday message, and today we're bringing in Chris Ann's masterpiece, the Light Seers Tarot. Really love this deck. There's just an ease about it and a grace, which I absolutely love, and I think everybody who's used it would probably agree with that. Something very special about this work by Chris Ann. So if you're interested in any of the cards that I use, I always put them down in the show notes. So on Tuesdays, we dive in using specifically tarot. Any other day I use oracles, a variety of different things. And I also have Chris Ann's Sacred Creator Oracle along with it in case we need additional information. I'd love to hear from you if you have a particular question or something that's on your mind or something that you really want to know about, like, I don't know, the state of your love life or, politics or war or anything like that. Whatever's on your mind is relevant. So if you put it down in the show notes, contact me, then we'll do a reading around it. So today I'm going to do a general reading around what it is that the energy is showing us. We've had a lot going on astrologically, and I'm feeling it. I'm sure you are as well. It's been like chaotic and calm, which is, polar opposites, right? Chaotic and calm. So that's what it seems like. I feel like I'm relatively calm, but I feel like the world on the outside is somewhat chaotic. So I'd love to hear, how are you doing? How are you feeling with all of this? So let's ask Chris Ann, what's going on right now that we need to be aware of? Can you give us some information about these energies that are going through? I'm also getting like dizzy, like little light dizzy things going on. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and I love that. Well, because it's earth energy. And what the knight is he's walking very firmly through life. And in this image, it shows him kind of leaving things behind. And I think it's asking us, what are we leaving in the world as we move across our days, our weeks, our months, our years? What is this? What are you leaving? And what is being left here? Now, he's walking barefooted. So that tells me that this card is suggesting that it's a really great opportunity to ground into what it is that you're leaving behind. What is it that matters? What, it could be a legacy card. What is it that you want to know? Knights are typically bringing in youthful energy. Then the Knight, unlike the Page, which also brings a youthful energy, he's like a little bit more rebellious, but this particular Knight is pretty easygoing. So let's see what other message is coming through for us today. Let's see. It's interesting. The cards feel really sticky today, and let's see what, I feel like this one may want to come out too. So let's see what we have. There's 3 more cards here. So we have the 7 of Cups. So as we walk through and are aware of what it is that we're leaving, this is, Pentacles are earth energy. This is water energy, which is around our emotional state. And sometimes when we have too many choices, it just kind of leads to a stalemate, something that we can't seem to work through. This is suggesting that there's an opportunity here as you're going through and what you're moving towards, what you're leaving behind, for you to really look and decide, make conscious decisions, something that's coming from your heart space. It can get a little confusing. So also, you could be looking at the world, like what is it that you feel like has been left from the people before you, and are you happy with that? Now, interesting, we have another Knight, and this energy is a softer energy that's kind of leaning into a more heart space. Again, this is kind of like that Knight in shining armor, so to speak. This one is much more softer, gentler version of that, but he's bringing about, an open-heartedness to this youthfulness. And he really, in this image, shows that there's an opportunity perhaps for something that you could, I love that it's right next to the 7 here, because like you can lean into these choices with love, or perhaps that the choice and what you're walking into is bringing you an opportunity to really work with someone. I'm hearing that there could be an opportunity of you working with someone new that you're really going to enjoy. And also, this is something very unique, I think, that's coming through right now. And I'm feeling a really beautiful sense of love in my heart right now. And I feel like this gentleman, and I love that word, gentleman. And that's what I'm feeling, like a sense from this. And look at all this masculinity that's going on here in these cards, right? And then we have a man here on the 5, which is all about changing. And what this is suggesting to me is that we're living in this time of this divine feminine rising, which I think is absolutely beautiful and absolutely needed. And what I'm seeing and feeling from this is there's a youth that's coming up behind all this chaotic energy around men right now that is not inclusive and is, you know, very warlike. What's coming behind, what's walking in, that's what I'm hearing. What's walking in is a gentler, more aware energy man, like a divine masculine. And what he's bringing in is some different options, different choices. And he's leaning into a more heart space awareness of who he is and his effects on the world, and coming in with a really open, loving heart. And then the Hierophant energy. Now, this is around a higher awareness. It could be a higher learning in things. So what I'm hearing here is that I have nothing against older people. I am an older people. But there is a lot of older masculine energy that is the word I'm hearing in my head is polluted. That they, you know, they're very dominating and domineering, and they've been spoiled with everything going their way, and them needing to have an overabundance, it feels like, of everything. And this energy is suggesting that what's coming in right now, behind all this, like heavy, weighty, everything needs to be my way, I don't care what you think kind of way, or lies, deceit, all of that, is this new, softer, gentler, masculine energy that is rising into its own level of divinity and awareness of why we're here on the planet. And that I think the divine feminine is opening up. And look at this. So there was one card that I said, well, we'll see if we need that. And this is the Fool. And it's the one woman here in the deck letting go of everything and falling into the divinity of what this sacred geometry is. The Fool's journey is a letting go and moving forward and not taking much with you. That everything is cleared away. Like she has this beautiful purple crystal, which suggests amethyst, and she's wearing yellow for this beautiful heart space awareness of her own inner light and her own inner glow. And she is leaning into all these beautiful, young, open-hearted energies that are coming in right now and bringing, I feel like, a real divinity back into the gentle man, the masculinity around knowing and coming from a heart-based space, walking, understanding in an intuitive way about the steps as we move forward and the choices that are being made. I really love this reading. Very unexpected. The last 2 days have been very different. I feel the shift in the air right now. So I'm excited about this new awareness and what's coming in. I hope you are as well. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Please hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit that thumbs up. And until next time, have an amazing day. Bye now.